Dortmund have to have the best fans in the world because that atmosphere last night was absolutely amazing. The yellow wall dragged Dortmund to a 1-0 victory over PSG in the first leg semi-final of the UEFA Champions League 2024, and it will be advantage Dortmund going to the second leg at the Parc des Princes. It's a narrow 1-0 victory. It's a narrow advantage, I should say, but it's a very important one. They kept a clean sheet, which is also something to be admired and to be praised for. Before we get into the game, let's actually talk about what the win means for Dortmund and actually for the Champions League as a whole. Because Dortmund won, they've actually secured a 5th spot. They have secured a 5th place finishing qualifying spot for the Champions League next season. Remember, the Champions League format is changing next season and it's more teams that will be added. And out of the top 5 leagues, there are 2 leagues which will get an additional spot because normally 4 teams will qualify for the Champions League, and that's usually the top 4. But with the change of the format, there's 2 more spots from the top 5 leagues that are actually available up for grabs, and it will be 1 spot each to the specific leagues. And in Germany and Italy, they've secured those spots based on the performance of those teams in the Champions League. So we know, for example, the Premier League teams all got knocked out pretty early, and I think it's just Aston Villa now left in both or in all UEFA competitions, which is the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. So that, for example, because the Premier League teams performed so poorly, their ratings and their rankings go further lower. And because of Dortmund's win, they've earned enough points to actually claim the 5th spot. And in this case, Dortmund are actually 5th. And it looks like they have secured themselves a place in the Champions League campaign next season. Dortmund are some points away from 6th place. But in Italy, it will actually go down between Atalanta and Roma with the final few games to go for who will secure that last spot for the Champions League. But getting into the game, that was a brilliant goal by Füllkrug. That was a number 9 finish. What a touch. It was a touch with his right foot and a finish with his left. Number 9 stuff. Proper number 9 stuff with that lobbed through pass, which was absolutely amazing for Dortmund. They took the league. That was the only goal in the game. Now let's talk about the man of the moment. Jadon Sancho's performance was absolutely amazing. He completed 11 dribbles, and that's the most in a single match in the Champions League this season. What a performance. And once again, we turn to the fact that was Ten Hag right in treating him the way that he treated him at Man United and letting him go? Because we know for sure now that Sancho is levels above currently the Man United wingers. The wingers that Man United have, I do not think Sancho looked at those players and thought that I deserve to be on the bench because I'm better than them. He's proving it on the world's biggest stage, Champions League semi-final. And not just the semi-final, he was absolutely instrumental in the quarter-final as well, especially in these home ties. Sancho, since he's been back at Dortmund, has been cooking. And let's be honest, Sancho, now I hear that Dortmund is specifically Dortmund want to keep Sancho. They actually would like to keep Sancho, and they will open talks with Man United. It was a good idea for Man United to let him go on loan so he can recover some of his market value in case they do want to sell him, because we know they bought him for like 80 million and no one was paying anywhere near that. They bought him from Dortmund anyway. So he seems to be at home when he is at Dortmund. That was an amazing performance from Sancho. And I do think what's best for everyone is for Sancho to go, because Man United will not have Champions League next season, and I think because the relationship is so toxic with Erik ten Hag that he will not be allowed to stay. I don't think it would look very strong from the manager's perspective if Ten Hag is still with the job, but if there is a change of manager, then maybe it can be a restart. Like I said, personally, I think Sancho believes that he's better than the other wingers at Man United and he shouldn't have been benched all those games, and he's proving it right now. He seems very hungry in his play and he's absolutely had an amazing game last night. What a performance. Congratulations to Jadon Sancho and Borussia Dortmund. Now, for the tie, I do think the tie is far from over. I did say this at the beginning of the video. I think Mbappe will still have something to say in this tie. Hakimi and Mbappe both hit the post today. It was in the same play, but I do think it can just change like that, because if PSG had scored, they'd probably have their tails up. but it's going to be interesting in the second leg. I do think Luis Enrique will have a plan, and Dortmund, will they be able to keep another clean sheet? I'm not so sure. That's another week of Champions League football all wrapped up. I will see you in the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals if you're just following Champions League. If not, then I'll see you on my next Premier League videos. Those will be coming soon. I will see you on the next one. Please subscribe. I've been pretty consistent for the past few weeks, to be honest, for the past few weeks and the past few days. So I don't know, enjoy. If you haven't seen the other videos that I've made, please check them out. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Jadon Sancho. Jadon, do you want to join us? Jadon, come on.
What's going on around him?
Jadon, tonight I was in the yellow wall, so the great thing about the yellow wall is the atmosphere. It's not the best view in the world, so I thought you played well.
No, I appreciate it, but it's not over. Hopefully we can get the job done there, but I appreciate the compliments and, you know.
Right, thanks for jumping in. Well done tonight.
Take care, guys. Take care.
99 touches from him in that game tonight. 31 touches from Jamie Carragher on Jadon Sancho in the interview that he did post-game.